Welcome back to Notion. In this walkthrough, I'll show you exactly how to add buttons that speed up your workflow and keep your pages consistent. We'll create a button on a regular page, set up what it does, and then look at database buttons so you can add one inside a table or board. By the end, you'll know how to name your button, choose the right icon, chain multiple actions together, and save everything cleanly. Follow along in your own workspace if you'd like, and feel free to pause while you try each piece. Start on any page in your workspace. Click where you want the button to live, then type /button. From the menu that appears, choose the button block. It will drop a new button right into your page. Place it where it makes sense for your workflow, like the top of a project page or the beginning of a checklist. Keeping buttons close to where you act helps you remember to use them and keeps the page tidy. With the button in place, open its settings. Click the small gear icon to customize what you'll see and how it feels to click. Give the button a clear, action-oriented name. Verbs are your friend here. Things like create task, start meeting notes, or log idea. Make it obvious what will happen. Then add an emoji or icon that visually reinforces the purpose. A check mark for tasks, a notebook for notes, or a lightning bolt for quick actions can make scanning a busy page much easier. Now it's time to decide what the button actually does. In the settings, select New Action. You can add one action, or you can chain several together, so a single click performs a sequence. Think of this like a mini automation you trigger on demand. If you're just getting started, begin with one action, test it, and then layer on more as you see what works. The Insert Blocks action is a great way to drop in pre-made content instantly. Use it to generate a checklist, a template, or a chunk of text the same way each time. For example, you might insert a consistent meeting notes layout with sections for agenda, attendees, and action items, or a daily planning checklist. This is perfect for enforcing standards without having to copy and paste. Add Page to lets the button instantly add a new item to a database you choose. Select the database, and every click will create a new row there. This is especially helpful for capturing ideas, tasks, or content drafts as they come up. Because it's tied to a specific database, you always know where new entries will land, and you avoid duplicate databases or scattered notes. Edit Page takes it a step further by updating properties inside a specific database. You can change status, tags, dates, and other fields on the page as you target. This is powerful if you want the button to move items through a workflow, apply priority labels, or stamp today's date. Be intentional with your filters so you only update what you mean to change, and consider testing on a sample item first if you're planning a wide update. Open Page is simple but efficient. It opens a specific page as a full page, a side peek, or a center modal. Full Page gives you maximum focus. Side peek keeps your current page in view, which is ideal for quick edits. Center modal is great for short reviews without losing your place. Pick the view that matches how you like to work, especially if you're checking details while staying in context. Show Confirmation adds a safety net. When enabled, the button asks for a yes or cancel before it runs. Use this when an action edits multiple items or applies changes that you don't want to trigger by accident. The extra click is worth it for peace of mind, especially on buttons that update databases or make bulk changes. When you've added the actions you need and set them up the way you like, click Done to save. Give the button a try. If something doesn't feel right, open the gear again and adjust the name, icon, or actions. It's normal to refine the setup as you see how it fits your daily routine. Short names, clear icons, and thoughtfully chosen actions make the button easy to trust and reuse. Beyond page buttons, you can also add a button directly inside a database. Open the database where you want it. This could be a table, board, list, or any other view. In the top right, click the slider icon or the three dots to open settings. Choose Edit Properties, then Add a new property, and select Button. This creates a dedicated button column in that database. Click Edit Automation on the new property to choose exactly what happens when someone clicks the button in a row. Because the button lives in each row, it's perfect for actions that should be tied to individual items, like setting a status to Done, applying a tag, assigning someone, or opening that row in a modal for quick review. The nice part is that the database button uses the same automation builder you just learned, so configuring it will feel familiar. Give it a clear label that describes the outcome, and consider keeping the icon consistent with any related page buttons to reduce confusion. That's the full process. Create the button with /button, fine-tune the name and icon, stack actions that match your workflow, and save. Then, when you're ready for row-specific control, add a button property to your database and define its automation. Used well, buttons reduce clicks, standardize your process, and bring structure to every page. If you found value in this walkthrough, tapping like helps others discover it. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What worked for you? What could be clearer? Or what you want to see next?